Hello guys, and today we're going to be looking at expanding single brackets, simple versions and complex ones. Now first, let's look at this example, which is 2a in the brackets plus 2b. Now in order to work this out, we would first need to multiply a with 2, because if every number is outside a bracket, it basically means that we need to multiply it. And we need to multiply 2 with a, so we get 2a. Now we need to multiply 2 with 2b, which is 4b. Now if we, basically all we need to do is add up the products together, so we get 2a plus 4b as our final answer. I'll try these questions. Okay, so we use the same principles as before. So we do 3 multiplied by y is equal to 3y. Then we do 3 multiplied by 2, which is 6. So that's our first answer. For the second question, 5 multiplied by 2x would equal us 10x. 5 multiplied by 3y would equal to 15y. And for this last question here, we do x multiplied by minus 5. Now with minus, whenever you multiply a positive number with a negative one, you will always end up with a negative product. So here we get 5 minus 5x, and then because they're both positive in this one, we just get simple x, y. And we've put the two coefficients like that together because when it basically this just means x multiplied by y, but mathematicians are like, they don't care, so they just put it like that. Let's go on to solve a bit more complex. So what we do the same principles as before. We multiply the numbers together. So 2 multiplied by 3, simple, it's 6. And then now when we need to do y multiplied by y, we get y squared. And we get y squared because usually when you write 2 times 2 or 3 times 3, you would usually write that as 3 squared. Like, obviously you would write this one as 9, but you could say it was 3 squared, and this one you could say it was 2 squared. Similarly, because we don't know what the number is in y, we would just write it as y squared, because it basically means y times y. So we have 6y squared for our first answer, for our first part. And then now for the second part, we would do 2y multiplied by 7x. So 2 times 7 is equal to 14, like normal. And y multiplied by x is equal to xy. So like I said before, when you put two variables together, they are basically multiplied. So we're just going to note that down as multiplication. So our final answer is 6y squared plus xy. And don't forget the 14. So final answer would be 6y squared plus 14xy. Try these questions. Okay, so now let's work these out. So we do the same principle. 8x multiplied by 3x. So that would give us 24x squared. Now 8x multiplied by minus 2y. Remember, now the product will be negative, so we will write it as minus 16xy. Now for the second question, 2a squared, because 2a multiplied by a, because a times a, we shorten that as a squared. So 2a squared for the first part, and then 2a multiplied by minus 3b will give us a negative product, which is minus 6ab. So yeah, because remember, we need to, as the variables are multiplied, we need to make sure they're together, because that's basically how we write it. And then y multiplied by x would be xy or yx, but usually you would prefer to write it in alphabetical order. And then y multiplied by y cubed would equal y to the power of 4. Because remember, when we looked at, let's say 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. We could short that as 2 to the power of 5 because there's 5 of them. So similarly, we can do that. So if we had y multiplied by y multiplied by y, which is y cubed, which is written on that one, and then we just have y. If we're multiplying y, like if we're adding another y onto here, so multiplied by y, we would get y to the power of 4. Thank you for watching. If this video helped you or you liked it, please like and subscribe. See you next time.